All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about a problem that, let's be honest, is super familiar to anyone in corporate innovation. You know the one. How do you get from these amazing ideas on a digital whiteboard to a real working system? This is all about going beyond murals and finding a path to collaboration that you can actually execute on. So, picture this. You've just finished a fantastic high-energy workshop. The mural board is just covered with incredible insights, sticky notes everywhere. Everyone's buzzing, feeling great. But then what? Really, what happens after the brainstorming ends? Well, this brings us to what I like to call the collaboration paradox. We put all this energy into creating these incredibly rich insights, but the results, well, they're surprisingly fragile. Yeah, see, the things that come out of these workshops are what you could call rich but fragile artifacts. It's kind of like building a beautiful sandcastle. That mural board, it's just a snapshot in time. The very second that meeting ends, it starts to decay. It's static, it's used once, and its accuracy, its fidelity, just begins to fade almost immediately. And this leads to a very, very real problem, one with a high cost. We go from this amazing moment of inspiration to a process that is just riddled with information loss. This quote just hits the nail on the head. The source material calls it the quiet pain of the innovator. And if you've been there, you know this feeling. You can see the inefficiency so clearly. You know in your gut that it can be solved, but getting everyone else on board, man, that can feel impossible. So, what does this inefficiency actually look like? Well, first, someone has to manually copy and paste everything from the board into systems like Jira or Confluence. This is so slow, it's not scalable at all, and it's a huge source of errors. Key details get lost, things get misinterpreted. And look, in regulated industries, this isn't just inefficient. It's a massive compliance and accuracy risk. It's a real problem. But what if there was another way? What if we could find a path that goes beyond these static murals and actually unlocks the hidden potential that's locked inside them? Okay, here it is. This is the key insight, the fundamental shift in thinking you have to make. A mural board isn't just a pretty picture of sticky notes. Underneath it all, it's structured data. And crucially, it has an API. Now, if you're not a developer, just think of an API as a universal translator that lets different software programs talk to each other. It means a computer can literally read the board, understand what's on it, and work with it automatically. It's a game changer. So the whole thing starts to look like this. On one side, you have that creative, kind of messy energy of a workshop captured in Mural. And on the other, you have structured, executable systems. The secret sauce is the path between them, that automated transformation of static ideas into something dynamic and alive. Okay, so that's the big idea, but how does it actually work? Let's dig into the nuts and bolts of creating what the source calls executable collaboration. The whole process really boils down to 4 key steps. First, you convert. You automatically transform that creative mural layout into a structured diagram, something like draw.io. Second, you elaborate. This is where your experts, your SMEs, your developers, come in and add all the technical details and logic. Third, you synchronize. This is so cool. It creates a living connection so the business view in Mural and the technical view in the diagram always stay in sync. And finally, you execute. You can now generate documentation, code, or even system configurations directly from this enriched, living diagram. This creates this incredibly powerful workflow. You've got your partners and customers collaborating out here in Mural. That data then flows into the organization where your internal teams enrich it. And from there, you generate actual systems. The source calls this a bi-directional membrane. It's a great analogy. It lets the right information flow back and forth between teams while keeping all your sensitive internal details safe and secure. I mean, when you put them side by side, the difference is just night and day, right? The old way is all manual transcription, it's risky, and it creates these dead, static documents. The new way is all about governed automation. It's traceable, it's compliant, and it transforms those static documents into living, executable knowledge. We are moving from information silos to smart, governed collaboration. Now, this is a really critical point to understand. This is not about letting uncontrolled chaos into your systems. It's governed automation. So when a partner changes a sticky note on the mural, it doesn't just automatically break everything. No way. Instead, it triggers a workflow. It sends a notification for someone to review and approve. It creates a managed workflow, not a nasty surprise on a Monday morning. So, who is this for? Who gets the most out of this? Well, big enterprises get the compliance and auditability they absolutely need, solving that huge risk factor we talked about. Innovation teams, they finally get a real path to turn their brilliant ideas into action. And developers get the clarity, the structure, and the traceability they need to build the right thing the first time. It's a win-win-win. So when you really look at it, this is so much more than just a new process. It's an invitation to evolve how we work. It's about the future of collaboration. So why does all this matter? What's the bottom line? It's right here. You get faster delivery, but you don't sacrifice safety to do it. You slash your operational risk from all those manual errors. You improve compliance because everything is traceable. You foster way better collaboration with your partners. And the big one, you're creating truly executable knowledge, not just files that get old the minute you save them. And I just love this final thought from the source material. Beyond Murals isn't just some catchy title for a presentation. It is an invitation. It's an invitation to turn those powerful but often fleeting collaborative moments into real, tangible, executable momentum. It's about building systems that can finally change and evolve as quickly as the ideas that created them in the first place. So look, the path beyond this static whiteboard is real. It's here. It's a way to connect what you intend to do directly to what gets done. The only real question left is, are you willing to accept it?